Yeah, gas bag. I didn't realize it worked before your shields went down. I thought it only worked when your shields were down. That's why I wasn't using it. I was waiting till my shields went down and then I would use it. Once I figured out, hey, you can use it at any point in time, I started using it a little bit more effectively, I guess I should say.
Warp inhibited by stellar mass. Stalking.
$246 in repairs.
Repairs complete.
Not bad. All right, let's look at our equipment bay. So we have 2 pulse turrets. What do we can do for our secondary? Short range concussant blast against fighters and incoming missiles, but useless against... How is that different from the flat cannons? They're missiles, it looks like. Launched broadside dumbfire missiles have no homing capability, but can be devastating when brought to bear on our capital craft. Yeah, you have to be awfully close in, though, to do those. I don't think I want these. The DFs I don't think are going to work for me. The reason I say that is we're kind of a sniper configuration now. I don't think I want to get close enough. Now, we were messing around with the pulse cannons, which we liked. These are even better. These are even better than what we just equipped. Because right now we have what? The tachyons? Or... what? Yeah, we got tachyons. I think, right? No. We have the proton cannons. So we already have this. So there's no reason to buy another set. Because we already have it. Never mind. Ignore me. So yeah, they're sick. So I like the proton cannons. Pulse turrets. The next one's 33,000. The flak turret. Let's see. The pulse turrets are damage 17, 3,200 range. Damage 52, 1,300 range. Swarm turret. Damage 47,000 range. Whoa, 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 whoa. Defense against attacking fighters craft using 6 swarm missiles with each burst, each requiring image recognition target lock. Multiple targets may be simultaneously locked. Interesting. I like the sound of that. Wait, what's this one down here? The particle laser? This combat laser slices through armor but is less effective against shields. Alright, I don't want anything like that. And then you have the shield buster. Jesus. This rocket turret fires individual shield buster rockets with no locking period required. They are extremely effective against enemy shields. 300% shield damage. Awesome, Seductive. I actually haven't watched Season 2 yet. So, I'm... Enixis, did I say T-sided? I meant CT-sided. Sorry. CT-sided. Well, I kind of like the ideas for these swarm turrets. They sound sick. But how is it compared to what I'm using now? So what I'm using right now is 100, 100. This is 100, 150. Range, we're talking about 3,200 range. Wait, no. We don't have... Do we have the pulse turret? Yes, we do. Yeah. That's 3,200 range. I do not see a reason to go down in range. Now, I do kind of like the idea of these. Their range is almost the same. Their shield penetration sucks, though. And I wouldn't say 100% slices through armor, though. Reload time is 2 seconds. Damage 100. Reload time 0.7 seconds. Damage 52. So, no, these are better. These seem like guaranteed 100% better. Yeah, so they're $5 grand. So even if I sell, I'm not going to be able to do any better than that. And we have one on both systems, so that's about as good as we're going to get. And I don't see any way to really upgrade our broadsides. So I guess we can look at defenses and components. I'm all right. I'm all right, Jessamine. I'm doing all right. So let's look at defenses. Shields. Our shields suck ass. Now, there's MK1 field impact shields. Absorb more damage but take longer to recharge. So I have 310 seconds. We are currently doing 400 for 8 seconds. And these are 670 for 3 seconds. I'm not doing a 30-second recharge. No. Deflector. Nothing we can do there. Hull. We can go up to ceramic plating in our hull. That gives us 1,000. It gives us 4 extra hit points. 400 extra hit points. That seems to be an easy call right there. So yeah, I like the look of that. I like the look of that. That's a solid little setup now. So that's going to give us a lot more damage. Raging, as far as I know, this is only available to media at the moment. It's kind of a preview. They wanted to get some YouTube and some streaming stuff out there. The game seems to be pretty far along, so or at least the first system does. It may only be the first system that's complete. So I don't know. I don't know when they're going to leave it out or release it. There's no release date as far as I know. I can ask and see what information I can get. I do know I lose access on Monday, which sucks because this will probably be the last time I get to play the game because because I'm on my 24-hour stream right now. So tomorrow we will be, what do you call it? Tomorrow I'm going to be taking the night off and I probably won't get much to do on Monday. Oh, yes, and Master, it does kind of slow us down on the new ship goal, but you also got to understand we've got, what do you call it? We've increased our ship's amazingness, so we will be able to do a lot more. I don't think we're going to be getting into the new ship anytime soon, unfortunately, especially with the limited time I have to play. If I had a little bit longer with the game, we would probably play it for quite a period of time because I am digging it. Got it. What is that? Sorry, I got an email. I needed to check. There we go. There we go. Oh well. So anyways, I'm not sure when I'll be able to play the game again. Obviously, I'd be perfectly fine. I would be perfectly happy to do a full Let's Play on this game. I could probably do, depending on how big it is, I could probably spend a couple hundred hours on this game and have a blast. So it just all depends. It seems to be very good. I wish Elite Dangerous had systems like this because, see, that's one of the big problems I have with Elite Dangerous versus this, the space feels alive. You know, I feel like things are going on. I feel like things are happening. And I don't feel like I'm in a giant empty universe where I have 3 options. You know, with this, I feel like I can do a lot of things. Now, with Elite Dangerous, you can as well. But with Elite Dangerous, I don't know. The hook just feels a little bit better in this game. So, if you buy the game, will it save from now transfer over to the bot version, or would you have to restart? I'm 99% sure I'd have to restart. This is pretty much just a one-off thing. I do not expect it to do much. Seems like limited upgrades, though. Do you think there will be more with launch? Oh, I'm pretty sure there will be. Keep in mind, this is the first system. It's the first ship. I'm sure modules and such like that are very, very limited. I've already seen missiles from the enemy. I'm pretty sure they'll be doing more point defense stuff and things along those lines, which will kind of give you a lot more to do and a lot more to play with. So, you know, I wouldn't worry about it. It just seems like I said, this is a very, very early preview of the game. So I wouldn't really base anything off of what we're seeing right now because, like I said, I'm pretty sure we're going to be seeing quite a bit more other interesting things as the game matures. Pyro, you can see the systems you would be able to go to on the map. Okay, let's take a look. Let's go ahead and undock. Control, map.
Stellar map.
Sector map is shift. So it looks like I could go to Hephaestus if I had a jump drive. I don't know about the rest of the systems, but this is the sector map that we have right now. I don't know if the sector map is going to be the entire gameplay or if there's going to be, what do you call it, some other stuff. You know, there may be, this may just be one of 20 sectors or 50 sectors or 1,000 sectors. You know, you never know. So that's the nice thing about space is you can always expand it. You know, you can easily do blockades by the military that won't let people through. You know, you could do DLCs, you could do add-ons, you could easily add more stuff. New spaces unlocked, new wormholes we found. There's a lot of cool things you could do. I'm not too worried with what they could set up based on those type of things. All right, we're gonna head out to this other sector real quick, and I want to test out my new hull armor. See how well we hold up. See if we can't get a little bit more. What do you call it? A little bit more money in our pockets.
Accelerating to sublight.
Gotcha, Dark Terran. That's what I figured. That's what I figured. Like I said, I figured this was just an initial media hype builder. You know, throwing it out there, get people to look at the game. The sad thing is, this game, with just this system, feels far more complete than a lot of other things I've played. I mean, the systems seem to work well. The only complaint I have is the point defense systems. I do not like how they work. Everything else seems amazing. I'm very happy with the way everything else works. All right, we're gonna come over here to this distress beacon. That seems like it might be some fun. Ooh. Oh yeah, this is gonna be bad. Switching to those.
Exiting sublight. Nebula interference detected.
Is there another one closer? Yep, sure is. Whoa! Turn! I'm definitely not looting any contraband.
Collision warning.
No problem. 2,300 credits. Nice. Not too bad.
Accelerating to sublight.
Okay, that was a little weird. All right, here we go. Let's get the hell out of here.
You have been inhibited by stellar mass.
Really? Why is CSGO so addicting? I don't know, man. I don't know. Wow, Dark Terran, if that's really true, that's a steal. For 20 bucks, it would definitely be worth it. Definitely be worth it. Another distress beacon? Jesus! Alright, we'll just activate warp and go there. Okay.
Exiting sublight.
Wait, oops.
Pulse turret. Level overheating. Bounty received.
Where is he? Oh, shit! As I somehow managed to Alt-Tab and drag my monitor with me.
Missiles inbound. Bounty received.
Oh! Well, hello, buddy.
Broadsides.
Oh, it didn't matter. You ain't going nowhere, bro. taking you out. Hang on one second, guys. Moving the mouse around, somehow managed to drag Twitch over. There we go. I probably should use this with a controller. That's what they recommend. Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. And take it. Perfect. Oh, that looked like it hurt. Turn into
Bounty
him.
received. Missiles inbound.
There we go. Obtainium! No, 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 no.
Were prohibited by stellar mass.
There we go. Anything else? Nope. Alright, let's get out of here.
Accelerating to sublight.
You got a Tech 9 skin? Yes, I have a Tech 9 skin. I have a, what do you call it? I have a stat track Tech 9 skin. I need to get an op, an ump, and then I think I'm gonna go back to the M4A1. I just don't like the M4A3 or M4A4, whatever it is.
Threat level red.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! Where's the bounty? Did it say it found one? I'm not seeing any bounty.
Scanning.
No bounty. No bounty.
Scanning. Scanning.
Yeah, and there's no bounty on him, right? No.
Scanning. 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 Scanning.
I love how these guys are criminals, but they don't have any bounties.
Scanning. 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 Scanning.
Come on. Really?
Target locked. Scanning. Scanning.
Yeah, let's get out of here. That's disappointing.
Accelerating to sublight.
I don't have many trouble. There's some issues. Okay, so the game is designed for broadside combat. So what that basically means is you need to shoot out, you know, if your ship's here, you're shooting out the left side or the right side. The problem with it is it doesn't like you looking basically straight down. So if you're tracking something with a turret and it goes from the left to the right side of the ship while you're turning in a different direction, sometimes the view snaps around a little funky. I handle it okay, but it's a little weird. It's a little weird sometimes. I mean, it's not a really big deal. It's just, it's a little odd. That's all. You can get used to it, you can compensate for it, and with a controller it probably wouldn't be a big deal at all. It's definitely not something I'm complaining about, so to speak. Just something you kind of got to be careful of. Lost Voyager, yeah, I think I do. They recommend a joystick? I think they recommend a gamepad. Unless you call a gamepad a joystick. I don't see using a joystick with this. A gamepad, yes. A joystick, no.
Negative interference detected.
Great.
Threat level yellow. Craft inbound. Full stop.
There you are. I sure as hell hope you weren't followed.
Incoming
No.
hail.
I'm good.
So, how the hell did you get mixed up with Sandar? On second thought, I don't care. Let's make this quick. I've got official business to deal with here, and we can't be seen having this little conversation.
Trying to track down my aunt.
You two are related? Well, if you take after her, I guess you're lucky you haven't been blown to dust already.
Damn.
Oh, never mind. That old pain in the ass and a certain internal affairs official have a temporary working relationship. At least they did until Juno disappeared in the last few days. That's right. Normally we consider it no great loss since she hasn't spent most of her time on the right side of the law. But there are extenuating circumstances.
Oh, that doesn't sound good.
Damn. All right, if you want this conversation to continue, you'll shut up and do exactly as I say. I'm out here for a reason. There's a convoy of suspected drug runners passing through this quadrant. Since you're here, you might as well make yourself useful. That means you stay in line and you do what I say. Got it?
Sure.
Good. Keep quiet.
Alright, so apparently we're attacking somebody.
Craft inbound. Pulse turret.
Just passing through. Glad to know the militia's here to look out for us.
Use your scanner and check these vessels for contraband. I'll hang back so we don't get spooked.
Scanner. Target locked. Scanning.
Alright. 4 Narco Cola.
Scanning.
Oh wait, that's friendly.
Scanning.
He has a bounty.
Scanning. Scanning.
So this one's got a bounty, and this one... Wait, no. This one is carrying bad stuff. Yeah, Narco Cola, I'm pretty sure is bad.
Civilian pilot, illegal substances have been detected aboard your vessel. Surrender your craft immediately.
Full stop.
Boys, thanks.
Broadsides. Engines at maximum.
Whoa, what's that laser beam? Dude, this guy's taking a beating. Well, I'm gonna kill this one first, if that's okay with you.
Threat level red.
Oh god, getting hit. Let's get in closer to this guy.
Bounty received. Pulse turret.
This gunship off my ass.
Missiles inbound. Deflectors depleted.
Alright, let's get some distance here. Alright, let's kill this bomber.
Missiles inbound. Port shields down. Scanning.
Shit. Shit! Okay, did I get that little guy? Okay.
Broadsides. Collision warning.
Okay, he's down. Oh, Jesus. Oh, Jesus.
Deflectors depleted.
Bye-bye. Alright, where's the other one? There we go. Oh, I don't want toxic waste. I will take gold bars. No, I don't want toxic waste. Military hardware, yes, I will take military hardware. Happily.
Sublight boosters depleted. Exiting sublight.
Alright.
Host turret.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! See right there? That's what I'm talking about. I lost control of the camera for a couple seconds while it shifted. Okay, that one's down. One more.
Accelerating to satellite.
Alright, here we go.
Nebula interference detected.
No, I'm going for the fighter.
Exiting satellite.
He's down. Alright, let's take this frigate out.
Broadsides.
Aww. I'm gonna kill him before I even get here.
Threat level yellow. Incoming hail.
Whoa!
Your blood pumping yet? You certainly held your own. Must run in the family. I guess you've earned it. Not much more to say, though. Juno's missing, and we're pretty sure the Doublejack cartel has her held somewhere.
Good to know.
Space is a big place, though. Normally, the militia wouldn't lift a finger, but Juno has something we want.
Oh no.
I guess those Doublejack bastards want the same thing. And I don't have an answer to that yet. I'll have to work something out. But there's politics involved. We can't just saddle up and go in guns blazing. That's how you end up dead.
No, that's how I
Don't
killed
have
them all
much
and
of
win
a
the game.
choice anyway. This is my rodeo. We do it my way or not at all.
All right.
Let's meet someplace quieter. Give me a little time to think.
All right.
Don't get...
So she wants to meet somewhere else. We just got 9,100 credits as well. That puts us at almost 30,000 credits. That's pretty damn good. We'll go ahead and scoop that real quick. Come on. There it goes.
Accelerating to satellite.
And get us out of here. Warp drive. Make it so, number one. Sounds good, E-Nexus. It's really, I mean, if you just play a couple games a day, you won't have much time, or much trouble with it. Yeah, I watch Warel. I like Warel a lot. He's a cool guy. Inmat. Whoa.
Threat level orange.
Whoa.
Host turret. Scanner. Scanning.
No bounty. No bounty. No bounty. No bounty. So, I'm basically just about to get attacked by a bunch of dudes for free. As they're all apparently horrible people and a bunch of dickbags, but apparently, for some reason, nobody's put a bounty on these shitheads yet. Outstanding.
Missiles inbound. Deflectors depleted. Broadsides. Host turret.
That's right, come after me,
Missiles
boys.
inbound. Threat level yellow.
Alright. Whoa! Okay, didn't see you there, buddy.
Broadsides. Missiles inbound.
Alright, let's turn into that. These guys love their missiles, don't they?
Missiles inbound.
Turn into them. Oh, that's not gonna work, buddy. That's not gonna work.
Missiles inbound.
Okay, he's down. Alright, next target. Oh no, sir, you ain't going nowhere, bro.
Missiles inbound.
Oh, shit! Where the fuck did those come from? Oh, hello. Yeah, you should have thought of that before you shot missiles at me, you dickbag.
Sublight boosters depleted.
You ain't going nowhere, bro.
Exiting sublight.
Alright,
Missiles inbound.
go. I don't know what a Karazak is, but it doesn't sound good.
Missiles inbound.
Don't appreciate you talking about my mama like that. Yik yak meek? That sounds disgusting, but I'll take it.
Hold full.
Oh! Actually, no, I
Collision
won't.
warning.
Apparently, I'm full on everything.
Accelerating to sublight.
Yes! Them killing you would result in a bounty. Well, I guess that's one way of looking at it there, CJ. I think I would rather keep my life, though, if that's okay. I'm just a little disappointed that none of those guys had any bounties. That's just... I don't know, I feel criminals should have bounties. It just seems right. I feel robbed.
Sublight.
I feel a little robbed. I'm just gonna say a little
Collision warning.
robbed, a little disappointed. Okay, can we please dock with the ship? Thank you.
Docking.
Preferably before we slam into the side of it. All right, so we need some repairs. 68 credits. That's actually not too bad.
Repairs complete.
All right, we need to go sell everything that we have, which apparently is a lot. 105 bucks. Ugh. Ooh, advanced ceramics apparently go for some nice stuff. Military hardware is finally going up. And apparently intellectual property isn't doing so well. Obtanium and gold bars. I thought we had 2 stacks of gold bars. I could have sworn I had 2 stacks of gold bars. Lying bastards. Now let's visit the bar. We'll talk to her. She owes me money.
Still breathing, I see. Keep going down this road, and you may not be for much longer.
I'll be fine.
Here's the lay of the land. We've intercepted enough transmissions to confirm that Juno's being held, but she's a wanted criminal in this sector. Nothing too heavy, but hardly someone that the militia wants to be seen liberating.
Makes sense.
I didn't say that. It can't be public, but we do have an interest. The problem here is that things aren't going to move fast. And if you want Juno to have all her fingers when we bust her out, then fast is exactly what you need.
All right.
Well, here's the thing. You just don't have the firepower right now to pull this off.
Wow.
You're weak, and you won't be of any use to her. You need to get some scratch together and outfit that piece of junk you're flying around in. Just
Bitch.
giving it to you straight, and I'd make it fast. Once I'm sure you won't blow away in a stiff wind, we'll move on this together and get the job done. Don't waste any time.
All right, so I'm supposed to get beefier, which kind of sucks because it doesn't really make much sense. Now, I can't really sell my current ship. If I could sell my current ship, we would probably have everything we need to get going. I mean, it has 4 broadside ports versus my current 3. It has 3 turrets as opposed to my current 2. And that's about as good as it gets. Now, the hold size is almost double. So that's pretty nice. That's pretty nice. So I do enjoy that. But we're not quite there. We're not quite there, which is a bummer. Makes me a sad panda. Makes me a sad panda. Oh well, it is what it is. Night, Montana man. Thanks for stopping by, buddy. I appreciate it. Hopefully you had a good time and enjoyed yourself. And hopefully I will see you again, my friend. All right, folks. What's this game? Rebel Galaxy. I always forget the name of the game for some reason. Ends at...